Hey guys, welcome to Skill-Lync. In one of our previous videos, we've seen that the meshing of different gears in the gearbox gives us different speeds. But how does one select the desired meshing gear to achieve the required speed? This is possible by means of a gear shifting mechanism. In this video, we will discuss the gear shifting mechanism and how it achieves its desired function. In vehicles with manual transmission, the gear shifting is achieved with the help of a gear lever. This gear lever can be either mounted on the floor or on the steering column. Today, we'll be discussing the floor-mounted type. The gear shifting mechanism used in the floor-mounted type gear lever is known as Selector or sliding mechanism. Let's see what this mechanism actually does. We've seen that sliding mesh gearboxes are no longer preferred. Manual transmission vehicles use either constant mesh or synchromesh gearboxes. The gears in these gearboxes are in constant mesh, and dog clutches or synchronizers are used to engage them to get the desired speed. Therefore, the main function of the mechanism is to engage and disengage the dog clutches with the gears. This is made possible by providing grooves on the clutch and attaching a selecting fork to it. The gear lever moves the fork for selecting gears. In order to know how exactly the mechanism works, we need to know its entire construction. In earlier automobiles, the gear lever was located on the top of the gearbox and ran straight into it. But in modern vehicles, the distance between the engine and gearbox is small. Therefore, a connecting rod is used with the gear lever, which duplicates the motion of the gear lever. The connecting rod is in turn connected to a striker arm. For a 4-speed gearbox, 3 selector forks are used, one for first and second gear, one for third and fourth gear, and one for the reverse gear. There are a number of rods in the mechanism that depends on the number of gears used. In this case, the gear selector mechanism consists of 4 rods. Out of these, 3 are held parallel to the shafts of the gearbox, called the selector rods, and there is an additional rod provided with fingers held at right angles to the shaft. Each selector rod is provided with a selecting fork at the end, and also sleeves are provided on it. There is a groove cut in the sleeves wherein the tip of the striker arm is positioned. There are also spring-loaded plungers and notches provided on the selector rod, which is used for locking the gear. Now, let us assume that the vehicle is in neutral position, as the gear lever is not moved for engaging any gear. When the gear lever is moved, the striker rod moves in the similar direction as well. This in turn moves the sleeve, thus pushing the selecting fork. This makes the dog clutch to engage with the respective gear. The spring-loaded ball prevents the rod from returning and holds the gear in locked position until the gear lever is moved. The fingers of the additional shaft move along with the striker arm, and it avoids the engagement of 2 gear sets at a time. When the lever is moved back to its original position, the same action occurs in the opposite way. The same happens for every gear change, and this is how gear shifting occurs. So that's it for this video, guys. We'll meet up again in the next one. Until then, bye.